My name is Danny Reubens. I'm a professional dancer with Bourne's New Adventures. The thing I love the most is probably performing in general to the audiences, just having their responses and their reactions. I love dancing anyway, and obviously to have that as a job is a blessing. Having an audience and having people come watch is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I love it. I started dance quite late, so I went into GCSE, so I was like 15, 16, and Nutcracker was on the syllabus. But yeah, the first full version I ever saw was Bourne's New Adventures. I think it was Act 2 really that stood out for me, the colours and just the storytelling of different suites, and actually Gobstoppers, because it's such an impactful piece of music that you may have heard subconsciously or around, and then seeing that part of it, even though it's only three guys like going mad, and being like, wow, they're really going for it, and then actually like later on in life doing it as well. So that was pretty cool. So I played Dr. Dross and King Sherbert. Previously doing the show 10 years ago, being a gobstopper, I remember we had Scott with us, Scott Ambler, and he was a massive, not just like an inspiration in the show, but just sort of like my career as well, working closely with him. So it's great because I never really envisaged myself coming into that role, but like, careers change and your directions go where they go. So I'm really, really like honoured to be doing Dross, and I definitely have Scott Ambler in my mind and how he performed, because he's very eccentric, like big personality, and also just in the wings, just like he was a hard-working, grafting fella. Yeah, I just hope I'm doing him proud. So I've actually got his spats in the costume as well, which is hilarious. So it's like putting his shoes on. It's great. So I always see his name before I go on. So I've always got that in the back of my mind. The battle for me is carnage, and it's so like exciting, and the chaos. And it's always different every show. There's so much to watch as well. Like, I think it's one of those scenes that you have to see more than once. If you manage to come more than once, you'll see a different part of that section. I crack my voice sometimes just from like giving it absolute everything. It is a release of energy, and like you're sort of in control, and like you've got this crop and you're hitting the floor and you're scaring the orphans. It's a lot of fun. It crescendos up to that moment, so I always come off feeling like there's this huge build up, and then obviously I go get changed and come back for Act 2, and then it is a completely different setup altogether. King Sherbert comes in, and yeah, he's not Dr. Dross. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Everyone's working hard and having a great time, fulfilling their roles, working, and that's the main thing. I think if everyone's here doing their bit, it's an amazing feeling. There's no hierarchy in that sense. Everyone's here to do their job. Do your job, do your shows to the best of your ability, have fun with it as well. Easy peasy. So I only have one costume change, and that is in the interval. So for me, I don't have any quick changes, but I have a lot of makeup to change as well. And I have a wig. So I have a lot of things that I need to add to it. So as soon as I come off from Act 1, I'm literally straight out, sweating, straight in, change the makeup, put the cake on my head, transform. Imagine you're watching a black and white television. You've got the Addams Family type look. I've got this massive leather black coat with a black waistcoat, black tie, white shirt, black trousers, black shoes, so all black glasses. And like the skin is very pale and gaunt. Yeah, and then when I go into King Sherbert, I have this like rhubarb and custard trouser. I have my black shoes on, but I have white spats. I have a massive cake on my head. I have these big red lips, like this purple pink jacket with like mustard frills. Yeah, it's very different. And it goes from being like pretty black and white and grey to just like starburst everywhere.